What's going on, guys? It's Alex again. November 6th here in Ohio. We're pushing into the rut. Had a real good sit last night. Richard and I saw multiple bucks up on their feet and cruising, hitting scrapes. Couple young bucks grunting, bumping a few does, but we're looking forward to the next week here. I'm off for 11 days. We're heading down south to hunt with some buddies and hoping to fill some more buck tags, but we had a real good sit on October 29th. Richard and I were in a spot I have just down the road here, and it was the same stand Richard killed his buck out of last year. I wanted to give you a rundown before we posted this video. We were on the fence about posting it anyways because ultimately the buck that Richard shot here we didn't end up finding. We're both pretty upset with ourselves, and we take pride, as I said in the last video, of putting an ethical shot on the deer and making it the quickest, most merciful death for these bucks, because nothing deserves to suffer from a poor shot placement or rushing a shot, in our opinions, and I'm sure a lot of you agree. We had this buck come in. He gave Richard like a probably 12-13 yard shot. We were on the fence about shooting him and strayed away from our character and ended up taking a marginal shot and hit the deer a little far back. I'm fairly confident, I've watched the footage over 100 times, that the deer is dead, but that night we gave him a couple hours. We should have given him a lot longer, but the rain was pushing in. For those of you who were in northeastern Ohio, you know October 29th we got downpoured on late that night, so we went out earlier than we should have in hopes of finding that deer. We had good blood for 40-50 yards, and we were moving real slow, keeping our eyes ahead. We ended up seeing the buck bedded down with his head up, moving real slow, about 50 yards ahead of us. He ended up standing up and just walked away from us into the brush till we lost sight of him. We backed out, obviously knew that we broke rules that we know we've been following since we were kids, that if you're questioning a shot that's far back on a deer, you give them the time they need, even if the blood trail is washed away, and that deer will be dead where they first laid down. And we got too impatient. Same thing goes with the shot. We shouldn't have taken that shot. We should have either let him walk or presented a better shot, but we went away from our morals and made a bad decision, and that's what we got to live with. Like I said, we're both upset. Richard, I'm sure more than I am, because he was the one that took the shot at the deer, but I have the same amount of guilt as he does for being a part of it, because we practice and practice and practice just to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen. And we're the first to tell you that this camera got in the way of that. We wanted to get a video out and get a good kill on camera, and it didn't happen. So we're learning from that, and we're going to try to make sure that doesn't happen again. But we're going to keep pushing forward. We've got plenty of bucks that we can still go after. The rut's just picking up, like I said, and bucks are on their feet. We're looking forward to that. Heads are high, and we're going to move forward and figure out how to capitalize on the situation that we got ourselves into here.
October the 22nd. It's about, I don't even think it's 50 degrees right now. I bet you it can't be 50, but yeah, it's 49 degrees. This has got to be the first day this fall that we haven't had, where we've had a high of sub 50 degrees, so that's pretty nice. As you all know, a few weeks ago Alex killed the buck we've been after all summer and watching all summer. So I'm actually hunting probably about 500 yards from where he killed that buck. This is actually, I'm hunting the same stand that I killed my buck from last year. And plan goes, I'm hunting over a cut hayfield in between two huge red briar thickets. Another buck we've had all summer, kind of a borderline shooter. He's been around a lot all summer, but he's got double split brow tines, and a kind of a narrow cagey rack. But like I said, he's borderline. So, but he daylighted, or he didn't daylight. He was 5 minutes after shooting light yesterday, and it's a little bit colder tonight. So, hoping maybe that gets him out of bed and just a little bit earlier tonight. Rut's gonna be coming up in a few short weeks, so some bucks might be getting a little froggy around here. So you never know what might walk by. So yeah, but we're gonna sit tight. Got my new bow out here, brand new bow tech. So yeah, we're gonna sit tight, try and stay warm. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. Alright, guys, I figured I'd give you a little update. Pretty slow so far. It's getting cold, the wind's finally starting to die down a little bit. The pond, probably about 40, 50 yards to my right. I did see one deer playing around, I mean, you can really hear it splashing around in this pond. And kind of thick in there, kind of hard to get it on camera, but it's kind of cool. Actually, I got a deer right here, right now. Matt? It's alright.
So Richard shot this buck 30 minutes ago.
We hunt both sides of this lady's property here. I've talked to her in the past. She's given me permission to track. She doesn't allow hunting. She's super nice. We just want to get the okay before we step foot on her land to start looking for this deer. We're going to give him a couple hours. Looks like it could be a little far back. We're hoping one long liver. We'll just praying to get permission here, and then hopefully he's bodied up not too far from where we saw him last. Looked like he was hit hard. We know it's a little far back. It looked like the arrow deflected back into the cavity in a very awkward way. We're not sure what happened with that, but we'll see. We'll see what she says. She's opening the door right now. That was a quick conversation. Hopefully it went well. Good?
Yeah.
Sweet. So we're gonna go home, look at it on a bigger screen, see what my dad says, and hopefully we've got a dead buck. The whole thing?
There's blood on this one here, Al. We have blood up here. Okay.
Alright, what's up guys? It's now the day after, actually getting closer to the evening after I shot that buck last night. Looking more and more like a liver hit, liver gut. As you guys can probably see, he was a little bit far back. We did sneak up on him alive in his bed last night, so we got out of there, and yeah, I just got off of work, so I'm about to head in there and see what I can find. Hopefully he's laying dead where we last saw him. So alright, a little update. So I've been grid searching this place for the last 2 hours. You know, obviously we still had good blood for the first 40 yards, 45 yards or so. And you know, I found my arrow in the thicket down there last night, half of it, and I found the other half, I don't know, another 80 yards down the trail. And like I said, we saw him bedded in the middle of the four-wheeler trail that's on the neighboring property over here, which we got permission to set foot on. So yeah, walking through there, there's no sign of him in his original bed. You could tell where he was bedded, you could see his bed, but no blood in the bed, no nothing. So I grid searched the entire thicket that he came out of, walked all the way around. There's a pond right in the middle of the thicket. Figured maybe he would go to water, and there is nobody home. So I don't know. I guess what I learned from this is that that obviously that wasn't the buck that I had my eyes on. And you know, being a new dad, a blue collar guy working all the time, it's hard to make time to do this stuff, and it really makes me sad, because I love doing it, and I love spending time with Alex doing stuff like this. I mean, and I guess just in the moment I got hyped up, knew we were getting good footage, and just wanted to put not not a tiny buck by any means, but I mean, just an opportunity to get a good little video and put some meat in the freezer. And I don't know, I guess I just let myself get too overworked, and I took a marginal shot that I shouldn't have, and I really shouldn't have, clearly. And it pains me to say, because I pride myself on my marksmanship with my bow, and it just hurts. It sucks, man. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see where we go from here. There's more bucks, there's more deer to shoot, more places to hunt. We'll find something. So